A Thanksgiving tradition continues as the teams are lined up and off we go here in Dallas. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Right up the gut. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Sidney Brown in on that stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They give it to him again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The rookie from Miami, they're on the stop. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Dak now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Eagles will take possession. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They send a man in motion. From the 45 on 2nd down. Dump off caught by his back. Rolling into enemy territory. He gets loose down the right side. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He brings it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Return starts from the 16. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got 1st down from the 31. Plowing up the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Back-to-back carries here. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
First down, here's Dak. The Eagles swarm in and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Setting up the running back screen. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean. And the Eagles will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, great team defense here. Somebody hit him in there, caused that pass to float on him a bit, and it gave the linebacker time to race in and make the interception.
And you know what team stands for, right? T-E-A-M. Together, everyone achieves more. It took all of them together. Took that rush to impact the quarterback. It took that linebacker to deliver on the other end, a critical takeaway.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Man in motion here. Another carry for him.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Back to the well again. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
We're 1 quarter closer to some turkey as we reach the end of one on Thanksgiving. Neither side separating much so far. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got a 4th and maybe a yard. We'll see what they do. Trying to push this past the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what I call a nice tendency buster right there. Works to the tune of a new set of downs. Really got some nice yardage, and it wouldn't be surprising to see that call used again in a similar spot.
On first down, they'll run. And they'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. Hurts now from the gun. Cut near the goal line. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. On 4th down, Hurts. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. Give now to the running back. And he has it up to the 9-yard line before going down. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. Prescott here from the gun. Complete out to the right side. And he stopped cold at the spot. We'll keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. The running back gets it on the draw. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Zach Vaughn with the tackle. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. And it's the Cowboys, who have 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Third and just 2 to go. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Rolling left, buying some time. That's caught for the 1st. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They'll run here on 1st down. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10 now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. And they just did.
Throw complete to Lamb. And he'll get it up to the 44.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Nice punt here. He'll get under this fair catch at the 9. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Eagles will be backed up a good bit to begin the drive. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. On 1st down, Hurts. He's going deep this time. Big gain downfield. Jukes out a 1-stop. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So flip the field, folks. It's 1st and 10 inside of enemy territory now. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Has a man. It's Brown. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Mevis able to knock it through. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Zach Bond with the tackle. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. All set for the kickoff, Sly with the honors. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Putting a receiver in motion. First and 10. Here's Hurts. That's complete. Here's Brown. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a great pickup. 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Handoff now out of the gun. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
Even even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Third and 4 coming up now. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. He cuts it to the right sideline. Through the defense it goes. Room to burn. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys start the second half with some needed points. And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tally kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the second half. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Handoff now from the gun.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards. Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. He'll have the first down and even more. A gain of 27 yards there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First down, ball at the 36. They've got a man in motion. From the gun, here's a handoff. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Second down now, 7 to go. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Now Hurts. He has the first over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Philadelphia first down. From the pistol, Hurts. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Cowboys take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
From the gun is Prescott. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Just one quarter standing between these teams and Turkey in this Thanksgiving contest. The Cowboys have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Now a give running right. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Prescott set to pass. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
It's caught, Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. There's a give up the middle. Look at that work, turning those legs, driving across the 15. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and they have to come up with 7 yards now on 3rd and goal. He'll throw it. From the pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. 4th down, that much tougher.
There's just certain times you get a feel, right, Kate? You do this long enough, you kind of get a sense and just know these 2 teams are going to be fighting and clawing for that lead. And that sack, well, for me now, you can't afford to go for it. We'll put some points on the board and salvage what was a promising drive. This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Short pass brought in. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing here hurts. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's good for an Eagles first down.
He's not their bell cow. He's not a breakaway type of runner, but he didn't need to be. He just had to get forward and reach the first down before the defense could pivot and stop him.
1st and 10 from the 41. They send a man in motion. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And they're going to get to celebrate both the Thanksgiving holiday and the victory over the coming days, with more time than normal coming up between games. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Dallas.